Today we're going to be talking about how to grow forest mushrooms in the pot at home. And for that we need to get forest mushrooms. So we're gonna go to the forest, collect some mushrooms, and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna inoculate this oak tree with the mushrooms. And once I have them, I'm gonna come back and explain more. There's one mushroom that I see that I want to collect for that experiment, and I'm just gonna take it. Now I'm in the forest. I'm just gonna collect that wild mushroom, and we're gonna go ahead, take it. Let's see. Okay, here, it's a really good mushroom. So we're gonna take it, and I'm gonna try collecting a few more, and then gonna get home, and we'll go from there. Okay, so now we're back. We went to the forest and got some Xerocomus mushrooms, which are related to Boletus mushrooms, which are regular Porcini. And it was very dry, there was no rain for many days, and that's why they're very small like this. Usually the diameter comes as big as this or bigger than this diameter of the jar. So, and this is fine as well because it's already older mushroom, and we can see the spores right here on the mushrooms are opening, and that's the mushroom that we want, with the open spores. So why we want to inoculate the oak tree? Because there's a the way mushrooms grow, they need to there's a mycelium created underneath of the soil that we don't usually see. And what happens, there's a relationship between that mycelium and the tree, which called symbiotic relationship, where mycelium gets soil and gets breaks down the nutrients for the tree, and the tree in the return gives sugars so mushrooms can grow, and that's called mycorrhiza. So now we wanna try to create that mycelium in this pot. So once we have the mycelium, the mushroom gonna start growing. I've seen few videos where people try that and it grew, and now I want to just do the experiment and see if it actually gonna work in my climate and different mushrooms. So now we're gonna be using we would need rainwater. It has to be either rainwater or water from the pond or natural water, not from the sink, because chlorine is probably gonna kill the spores from the mushroom. So, and then we need fresh yeast, like this. We need fresh yeast, and what's gonna happen, we're gonna take the sponge from the mushroom, we're gonna break it down into two pieces, and then mix with the yeast into the rainwater, into the water, and then leave that for 10 days to 2 weeks. And then after that, with this water, when all the spores gonna wake up and will be activated, we're gonna be watering the plant with this water. And I have few more pots of the oaks, so I'm gonna try few pots and see how that's gonna work. And so technically we're gonna just take the sponge. We don't need the whole mushroom, we just need the sponge, and we just need to break it down to small pieces and throw it inside the water. And that's all we need. We don't need the whole mushroom. Sometimes, most of the time, mushrooms in the forest, when they're too old, they already have worms and they're not good to use anyways, but for this purpose that will work. The mushroom itself, we can just throw it in a compost or bury it under the tree, which also gonna give nutrients to the plant. And then I have more mushrooms. That's not such a great mushroom. I don't like this one. This one works good, looks good. Okay, so here are my mushrooms. So we have the mushrooms inside, and now we're gonna add all of that chunk of the yeast, fresh yeast, inside, and we're gonna I'm gonna stir it. That looks good. So then have to cover this with the cloth and leave that in the dark place 10 to 14 days. So after that we're gonna use that solution for the watering. Okay, right now I have one that I prepared about 2 weeks ago, and now it looks like this. And the smell is very, 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 very sharp, but all the mushroom got dissolved right there, and you don't see any more yeast. And this is the water. Actually, there is some yeast on the bottom right there, just a little bit, but yeah, all that. So I'm just gonna stir it now. Real good. And this is the water that we're gonna be watering the plant with. And it doesn't smell really good, but you can also try doing it just in the garden. If you have trees, you can check which trees they would work with, but for sure they will work with the oak tree. So, and that's gonna take some time until we get some result, and we'll see if mycelium starting to be created on the bottom underneath. And then I'm gonna post the update once I have more information on that. And if you like this video, please share and like it. And if you have more comments or suggestion on that video, I'll be happy to hear it from you. Or if you have tried it before and you succeeded, I would also like to see pictures. If you can post the pictures, also would appreciate it. And if you want to see some other plants growing or seeds growing, please comment and I'll try to create more videos, or perhaps I already have them and you can subscribe and get notifications once I get new information or new videos. Thank you for watching. Happy growing.